Now this video is for anyone who sells items that need to be posted out that may be like this, a soft item that can be compressed. Now normally if you send something like that out, it will be a small parcel, and I'm just going to show you how to change a small parcel into a large letter and make some considerable savings. And I'm talking if you buy the rolls of vacuum sealer that I use, the machine, and if you're franking, if you've got a franking machine and you change this from a small parcel down to a large letter, taking into account the cost of the rolls, you'll be saving £1.63 on every item you send out. If you use stamps, it's going to be a saving of £1.47 per item that you send out. If you've got a Royal Mail business account, an OBA account, the savings will be even more. Now this is a basic Aobosi machine from Amazon. It's a YVS-102. Perfectly okay. I've been using it for quite some time. Can take a couple of minutes of just messing around with it. In fact, I have just bought a semi-commercial one. We'll be doing a review on that shortly. But this for your home-based business is absolutely ideal, and we'll just go through that now. So what I tend to do is shut the machine and just press seal in the dry normal mode. That just preheats it. It won't heat unless it is fully closed. I've just found this to be a way that works for me. We've got the seal light on. As soon as that goes out, we just lift the lid and we will slide the bag in just so it's covering the heated surface, which is the strip here. Just cover that, and we'll clamp that shut and press seal. That's gone out. At this point these are normally wrapped up in tissue paper with a business card, but I just want you to see what's going on without it being covered up. So we would just line that up and slice this section off. I've probably done a little bit too much there. I normally find about 13 inches is the average amount that we use, and I have based those figures on that. Now the easiest way to see whether that's sealed is just to hold it up to the light. If it doesn't look quite right, you can always just pop it back in and do the same section again. And this is why I've gone for the semi-professional version now, and I sometimes like to put a little bit of pressure on here as well. So that's gone out now. Let's have a look. Hold it up to the light. Yeah, it looks like a good seal this time. What will happen is, if it isn't a good seal, this will not be able to vacuum it completely flat, and you'll have to do it again. But mostly they go okay. It's just the occasional one that's a bit of a mess around. Now I tend to try and move whatever it is to one side, because don't forget we're trying to turn this from a small parcel into a large letter, so there are some size restraints. Obviously we've now got to get the bag across into the sealing chamber, which is this bit in here that has this sponge rubber seal. We press vacuum seal and you'll see that bag starts to collapse. Again, if you've got a lot of these to do, we've got Christmas coming up, and things tend to kick off around the September time. Things can get really busy, and that is why hopefully the semi-commercial version I've just ordered might be a better bet. It hopefully will be a lot quicker and more reliable in its sealing performance. You can see this is being evacuated now. Now obviously whatever you're doing this to has to be undamaged by this process, and all of the soft items that we sell are completely unaffected by it. When that has reached a certain vacuum level, it will switch over to seal, and that is now sealing the bag up. So at this stage we know we've got a good seal at this end. If that is rock hard, which it is, then the seal is good. If it's a bit squishy still, then we know the seal here is probably not the best, and we can redo it and then vacuum again. Now the seal this time is perfect, and you can see how good that is. I made a mistake there, I wasn't watching the cardboard tag, that would normally be tucked inside, so I've made this a bit longer than it should be. Just going to grab the sellotape. What I normally do is just fold the ends over and fold that in like so. I suppose I should have added a few pence, not even that, to the cost for the sellotape, and there you go. That is now going to go into one of our bags. This is not the bag it would normally go into. We've got smaller ones, I think, in the house. These are the bags I use for the GHDs. Let me just grab a sizing guide. So we have gone from small parcel to the easiest large letter. There's no problems getting it through that guide whatsoever, and that will stay sealed for quite some time. I've no idea how long, but certainly it's going to be long enough, and possibly, you know, it's a permanent seal, why not? That will get to the customer in perfect condition. They might be a bit surprised to see something squished like that, but as soon as they cut the ends off, which in fact we'll do, obviously we don't do that normally, let's cut that open and see what the customer gets to do at the end. Instantly that is puffing back up. There you go, and within seconds we have a perfectly back to normal product again, and we have saved, well, 163, 147 or even more with the Raw Mail's business account. And yeah, there we go. And that's how to turn a small parcel into a large letter with some good savings.